Apparently, teams have called about Bryce Huff. We're going to talk about it. What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Just wanted to get into Bryce Huff, and apparently teams calling about him in terms of trying to land him in a trade. Before we get started today, I want to mention you can follow on socials at Matt O'Leary NY. Also, if you haven't already, new episodes of Just Jets drop every single Wednesday. New episode comes out tomorrow, so make sure to subscribe in advance so you get it. And you can call in and leave me a voicemail to get on the show. So Zach Rosenblatt released an article where he was going through and talking about all 90 players on the New York Jets, a thought on each one of the guys. And when he got to Bryce Huff, there was something interesting. He talked about teams calling the New York Jets about Bryce Huff and trying to land him via the trade. Now, I want to make this abundantly clear. The New York Jets should not trade Bryce Huff in no circumstance. Under no circumstance should they be trading Bryce Huff in a year where you are trying to go for it and win a championship. There is no reason to dump off players who give you value in 2023 for future assets. That doesn't make any sense. You're going for it now. You're trying to win right now. Unless you are flipping him in a package for a player that could help you immediately, futures does nothing for this team. Again, when you are in a window where you're trying to go for it. So I don't even care about what potential compensation down the road. How about you just use the guy more? He is one of the most efficient pass rushers in the entire NFL. Among qualified edge rushers, his win percentage is first in the NFL. Number one, he is winning his reps first in the NFL, and he is second in the NFL in pressure percentage. And on top of that, if you're curious for how much this guy actually plays, 20% of the Jets snaps. Now, he is a pass rush specialist. This is not someone who is going to play 65% or more of the snaps. You don't really want him in all the time on early downs or in situations where the opposing team would likely be running the football due to his size and skill set. He is not really, that's not his strong suit. You don't want him out there against the run. But just 175 pass rush snaps, if he was utilized a little bit more in the rotation, and I'm talking like 40%, 45%. I'm not saying above 50%, above where, Carl Lawson and Quentin Williams and all those guys are playing, but just more than 20. He could be a rotational guy who's giving you 7 sacks in a season. And for someone who, again, is playing like less than half the snaps and giving you 7 sacks and just a ton of pressures, that makes life so much easier on the rest of your defensive line because he's going to draw attention, which then frees up guys in the middle, whether it's Quinnen or if it's JFM moving inside in a pass rush situation or, Al Woods or whoever you want to say is rushing on the interior or on the opposite side on edge, or Michael Clemens even with his size now could be moving inside. This is someone who could really, really impact your team in a positive way. And the Jets defense specifically, they have a great pass rush and good corners, great corners. Let's be real. A really, really nice cornerback room. That's what the defense is built on. I know it's a strength, but you don't want to be trading off pieces because you're an injury away from really needing someone at that position, at any position in the NFL. And we've seen injuries derail seasons before. Like, I understand people are going to say, well, if he's only playing 20% of the snaps and you could get a second round pick for him, does it make sense to move on from? I don't care about that second round pick. That second round pick is not going to help the Jets win a championship in 2023, which should be the goal. They are going for it. Bryce Huff is a really good player. He's one of the more underrated players in the league. He's one of an underappreciated, underutilized, whatever adjective you want to use to describe Bryce Huff is probably accurate. Get this guy on the field. He's an effective pass rusher. Do not trade him. That is my take on it. I want to hear your take on the situation as well. Sound off down below. I am Matt O'Leary. I'll catch you next time.